What's happening, people? Welcome back to another episode of We're Divided. Myself, Tommy.
You got Ade here.
And you got myself, Ham, aka Ricardo Calafiore. Get the hair.
Cool, we're back. What are you saying, boys? What are you saying? Long summer.
Nah, good man. Good, happy to be back.
I think this is our longest break, though, right? Because the extra week for the Premier League side of the week.
Okay.
And we normally do an episode before the season starts.
Yeah.
So this is our longest break. What are you saying? What's the summer saying?
It was good, you know.
Good.
No, my life changed this summer.
What happened?
Got some new deodorant. Fire, natural.
I wanted to tell you that you've been smelling, but
It's natural, it's fire. I would say the name, but they haven't sponsored us, so I can't say their name.
Okay.
I'll highlight them in secret.
On that, Ade, talk about sponsor. We have a sponsorship this year.
Yeah, bro.
For real?
Yeah.
We have a sponsorship this year, boy. Sponsored by Toks, Haynes.
Big up the boy Toks Haynes.
I got one of the perfumes here, by the way. So this year we're doing things bigger. Not just for us, we're doing it for the listeners as well. Don't say we don't do anything for you guys, because what we've done, we've got the boy Toks Haynes to give us a discount code 10%. So anyone that goes to the website, tokshaynes.co.uk, with the promo code Res Divided.
I didn't need it.
The link's on the website.
We'll put the link. We'll put the link there. So look, the promo code Res Divided in all caps, 10% off. So look, don't say we don't do anything.
It's good. It's good food, man. It's good, man.
Good. So it's not about just looking good. You got to smell good as well.
True, fam.
Yeah. Just we'll make sure we announce that every episode from now on. What else have we got for them this year, boys?
No, can't they see? The eyes can't see. Don't they see us in the new...
Come on.
Yeah, new studio.
Come on, man.
Let us know what you think, though. Let us know what you think.
Not really feeling the blue in that, but
What you say? You want to change it up?
red and white, man. Red and white.
Don't worry. I'm sure during the course of like the season, we'll find a way to change it up, though. But
Might come back and paint it myself.
But yeah, new studio. On top of that, what else have we got? We got we're gonna run a big prize draw that
Yeah.
For fantasy.
yeah, we've got Fantasy and the PlayStation 5. It's a PlayStation 5.
So PlayStation 5 or equivalent vouchers for whatever
Is that
someone
for
wants.
that for your
For, so
cars?
for the PlayStation 5, they got to be following us on all platforms. And we haven't decided yet, but we got to reach a certain amount of subscribers. But we'll let you know.
We'll let you know sooner rather than later.
Sooner rather than later. How many subscribers we've got to reach before you get the PlayStation 5? But we are doing things big, as I said. So we are going to give away a PlayStation 5. And lastly, we're running a tournament, fantasy. We're going to put the link on the bio. Fantasy football. If you just join the league, and the winner gets a free Toks Haynes perfume. So look, as I say, Toks Haynes is not messing around. It's giving us best stuff for free, innit? So the winner, if you win the fantasy league, and we'll obviously be giving you advice every episode. I know we're all different we're all different fantasy players, though. I know what Ade is. Ade is
Wild.
just the wild risk.
Like they seen the other day, I'm just like, this guy, you just play fantasy your own way. Bro.
Yeah.
I love it, though.
It's called fantasy, though.
Yeah, I love
Yeah,
it.
so-
Ham, I'll say Ham is the glamorous guy. He wants to put the key players there, and if the big boys don't do well, then
Fuck it.
let's forget it. I think I'm a lot more conservative. Like I might take risk every now and then, but a bit more analytical, and that's probably me really. But we'll give you advice.
Yeah, it'll be a good season.
And if you do win your fantasy league, don't forget us. Don't forget us. This advice is not coming for free. All we need you to do is just subscribe to the channel, share this with your friends and family, and throughout the whole season, we'll just give you great content as always, man.
Let's go.
It's a long intro. Is there anything I missed out?
DR was amazing.
Oh yeah. We have you been on? You haven't been away this summer, though, have you?
I ain't got money. You guys give me money?
Get out of there, man. Get out of there, man.
Yeah, we was in DR, me, Ham, and a few of our other friends. Memorial weekend, yes.
If you ain't been Dominican Republic, man, I suggest you should go, man.
No,
Go, man.
So, apart from that, that's all we've done really this summer, man.
England lost the Euros as always. Got to touch on that quickly.
I don't think it was even worth touching on that, man. But we move
Do you think was going to win it though? Just quickly, did you think it was like, as
At the
during
start,
the game?
nah.
During the game, was there any point you think we could do this?
What, during the final?
Yeah. Or
Nah,
did you just
so
know
before at the semis, I thought it's written that we're gonna win it.
Okay.
We're not gonna be good, but we're just gonna win it.
Yeah.
But yeah, we still didn't win it.
quickly
I
found out?
thought we was gonna win the final, especially obviously when the second half started. I think there we go again. But then when we got the equalizer, I'm thinking we're definitely gonna do it. But then we had like a 5-minute spell, and all of a sudden they just dominated again.
United fan, we won the FA Cup, so why couldn't England win the Euros? You get me? It was one of those ones.
We did we have an episode after?
No, we didn't.
After the FA Cup. No, we didn't.
We won a trophy, bro.
Oh yeah,
You guys didn't come?
Yeah, you guys won.
You weren't invited, no?
Forgot about that.
Cool. Watched the final in DR, by the way, so which was good.
Well done, guys. Let me not be so. Well done.
Thank you.
You won the FA Cup. What's that?
We'll celebrate
What's that
you
now?
as well.
Number what? 13.
I think you're still one ahead.
You're
of
one
us.
behind us.
Yeah,
I
you're
think
still
we're on
one ahead.
14.
We'll celebrate you guys when you win your next trophy as well.
Yeah, come on.
As long as it's not a Premier
We're
League.
not touching that trophy that we're gonna win anyway. We're touching on this episode.
Cool.
All right, cool. Let's go straight into it, man. New season. Obviously, we're gonna give our predictions, go through like the first round of games, see what you guys' thoughts are, who do you think the surprise package is gonna be, and who's gonna get relegated. Really,
Everton.
yeah, who's gonna get relegated, and yeah, all the other stuff, man. I don't think, and the transfer window as well. Just analyze the players that we've got. Players that Arsenal. You've only got one at the moment. Just talk about him.
Technically two.
Yeah.
We'll talk about him, and then
And we're going back in time. We're going back to our quiz. Obviously, we used to have the quiz season 1, season 2.
So we'll go back to the quiz as well. And as always, like obviously, please make sure you comment, and then we'll obviously reply back on the next episode. So we need as much engagement as possible this season.
Twitter.
As you can see, we're making an effort this season, boy. The studio alone should tell you enough that we're making an
When
effort.
Tom says we'll comment, if you talk shit,
No, but we agree though. We agree. Let them just comment. It doesn't matter what it is. Let them just comment.
No, it's one thing to not like.
Now we agree.
No. If someone comes and says something dumb like, "Oh, what team do you?" Something stupid. That's.
No, but we agree
I ain't
though.
looking at that.
We'll reply to anything. At this rate, one of us will reply. One of us will reply. But let's see anyway. But yeah, look, let's just get going, man. Because first game was on Friday.
United.
It was United. There's one thing this summer that I've noticed is every sports channel that you put it on, there's been one major topic, and that is how long Ten Hag is going to last. Obviously, throughout the summer, there was questions. Well, not throughout the summer. At the beginning of the summer, there's questions whether he was going to get a new contract or not. We haven't had an episode ever since then, really. So
I don't know what you might have felt.
yeah. So when he got that new contract added, what was the first thing? Because you put it in the group straight. No, was it you? One of you put it in the group
No,
straight
I wouldn't
away.
have put it
Was
there.
it you?
It was me.
It was Ham.
Has delivered a good news.
So I put it in in the group straight away. But what was going through your mind
What was it for the contract?
for the contract?
So obviously, I'm a very logical thinker, right? So as soon as we didn't sack him and time was going, I was like, this guy is gonna stay. But with anything, it didn't make sense for him to stay and for us not to give him an extension. It was hand in hand. It was hand in hand. So I'd already come to terms that it was going to happen. So it actually happening wasn't anything new to me. But as I said, I wanted him to leave. So
Yeah, like, you both made it
one of
clear
those
that-
situations.
Yeah, I felt exactly the same because I wanted him to leave. So, but the longer the conversation was going on for, then you start to come to a realization that they're probably going to keep him here. And one thing I wasn't sure about, as you said, going into like the season, they weren't going to let him go into the season without at least giving him an extension. They got to give him an extension because if you don't give him an extension, he's on his final year. All the
It's
conversations.
added to more speculation.
So sometimes
about it.
it's literally just for optics. It doesn't mean nothing.
Yeah.
Like, I had people saying, "Oh, they gave him a new contract." Shut up, man.
Yeah, 1 year
Oh, it's
extension.
optics, bro. What's 1 year?
Yeah, so when they gave him, but the one thing I did like, the reason why I didn't mind it so much is it wasn't the only option. They wasn't really focused on just giving him a new contract. I think they explored, from the reports, explored all the options. They spoke to different managers, And
Oh yeah, no. So once they decided he was staying, the contract extension just came hand in hand because you can't have a manager where their future is in doubt. So I feel as if once they decided, yep, you're staying, it was okay. We now have to pander to the.
But look, he's obviously staying. If you ask me, do I agree? I'll say no. But look, it's up to the manager to prove. Not just me, because as I said, if you look,
I thought the fan base was pretty split though. I feel like the
United fan base are definitely split, but and that's mainly because of the FA Cup, and and that's mainly because of the FA Cup.
Someone to go.
Someone's to go.
But
in
now they
terms,
say I'm gonna back him though, because there's nothing else to do.
Now they say you got back. Well, I just want him to prove us wrong. Do you know what I'm saying? No one wants obviously him to go there.
I'm not praying for United to lose.
So you're not praying for his downfall?
No, bro.
No, of course not.
No, you don't want him.
No.
You know that some people might be, I want United.
No.
The ability to do better, let him do better.
let him do
I don't
better.
need him to leave. I want my team to be better. So if he can do it, I'm up for that. If he can't,
I don't think any supporter really will be praying for his downfall, because his downfall means United.
Yeah, no, I'm just saying if you already know that he's not the guy, so I think a lot of United fans might already know in their heart he's not the guy to take us forward. Yeah. So the quicker we get him out, the quicker we can get someone that is going to take us forward.
Fair. I get what you're saying.
The problem is we don't know.
innit?
We believe. We don't know. So this is his season to say, if he is, show us. And not even season, 3 months. We'll know in 3 months.
Yeah.
My Christmas present might be him leaving. We're seeing it, so...
Yeah. Like, it's up to him, man. It's up to him. I just said we've obviously got to back him. The owners are definitely backing him. All he's asked for is a new backroom staff that is gonna back him. He's got all of that in place now, so there's pretty much no excuses.
On top.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry. And it's got players. It's got players. Like, you can pretty much go through every single position now, thinking that's your player. Whether it's either they're bought under your reign or you brought them through the academy. So you can pretty much almost every single position, apart from like maybe the left back.
It's just a couple. It's just Bruno,
Just not many at all.
Marcus,
Yeah, that's it.
and Luke and Dallo.
Yeah,
That's
it's
probably
not
it.
many
You
at
want to say
all.
United's first.
Yeah, because even it's Bruno right back this season. So if you don't want to use Dalot, you can always use Masaravi. So it's up to you. So if you look at every position, so there's no excuse this time around. There's like, even if there is injuries, everyone else gets injured. It's up to you to do it.
Yeah, and United won't have that amount of injuries this year. Anyway.
Yeah,
That was our president.
We hope not, man.
Yeah, we hope not. So having said that, obviously we got into the season with his press conference. The headline is, "We're not ready." What was I'll get your thought, Ham. What was your thought when you saw the headline, him saying, we're not ready for the season? Because a lot of people made a big deal about it.
No, but I just thought it was in line with what any other manager would have said, though, that we're not ready. No one's ready. The pre-season was short. A lot of players had the Euros, Copa America. It was choppy. So I'm like, look at when Bruno and Kobe came back. Their first game was the Community Shield.
Yeah.
So I just thought it's fine. Obviously, the media are going to sensationalise it because it's Ten Hag and because it's Man United. We're going to make it seem like this is another excuse that he's given. Along with last season, it was injuries. Yeah. Now this year, we're undercooked. We're not ready. So if I underperform early, it's because we're not ready. Yeah. But what he was saying was, well, the players come back late, drips and drabs. We're not ready, and it's not lying.
Yeah. Why you Ade?
No, because I think I saw it late. So I was coming back from work or something really late, and I saw it and I screenshot it. So I was gonna send it to you, man. And I was like, before you send something, read it.
Yeah.
But I didn't even end up reading it. So I spoke to Tom, and he
ain't saying like that. Pep wouldn't say, or Mikel wouldn't say.
Yeah. But the headline, obviously, they do the headlines to catch your attention.
It's sensational.
Because that's what I said. Like, everyone's been after him. Like, specifically. Talk Sport. If you watch Talk Sport,
they might want these neck.
I feel like I wouldn't recommend any of his family members.
Yeah.
To listen to it.
Like, he shouldn't listen to nothing. Anyway.
Yeah, he shouldn't listen to anything because they're going for his head in Talk Sports. Like, they call him everything under the sun. He's a bluffer. He's this. He shouldn't even listen to Talk Sports. So anything that he says that's not in line with like their agenda, they're gonna obviously. Yeah, sensationalized, as Ham says. But the good thing is I actually watched the press conference.
Yeah, he ain't saying nothing like
that. He didn't say
that.
anything out of term. All he's saying is, look, and I think the question was almost rhetorical. Like, I'm guessing you're not ready going into the season with all these players coming in a week after each other. And he was like, yeah, we're not ready. But the most important thing, when he finished the conversation, he was saying, look, we're no different from any others. And on top of that, I'm not using it as an excuse for us to perform badly. Yeah, it still expects a high level of performance regardless whether we're ready or not. So I think that didn't help obviously because that's what everyone was talking about. But going into the game itself, Masraoui started. The in terms of like the lineup, didn't change from last season apart from Masraoui, right?
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, it depends on whether you view Ahmad and Mount as.
Yeah, that would have changed.
Yeah, apart from that,
did because he went to a diamond as well, innit?
Yeah, but from the match itself, what was your thoughts on the match, Alan?
I thought we started off slow because once it started, I was like, Fulham are keeping the ball. These guys are balling. Are we still the same United that we were? But we grew into the game, and obviously we had chances, but we just didn't finish them off. And then I started to worry because after a while they came back into the game, and it was just like, damn, are they gonna boss it here? But I don't think we had too many defensive worries. We had a couple of times where they could have countered us. Yeah. But I'm not gonna say it was good defense. I'll just say God helped us. They didn't score, and yeah, it wasn't horrible because I was speaking to someone yesterday and they were like, we were really good. And I was like, no, we weren't really good. We were better. But I can't. It wasn't
Wolves last year.
Yeah, it wasn't Wolves last year. As I was just running through. Yeah. I was like, we were better, but I'm not gonna come out and say we were good because Fulham still had their spells. And you're talking about Fulham, and this is at home. It'll be hard for me to say they'll go because on another day they score a couple of those 100%. Goals. Even though we could have scored, like Bruno should have tucked a couple in. We didn't show dominance, but it was tidy. Like that Bruno chance, the football that led to that Bruno chance, probably one of the best pieces of close passing I've seen in a long time. That pass by Casemiro was best, some of the best close passing football I've seen in a while. So, I'm hopeful. Obviously, it's back to not scoring lots of goals, which has been an issue for us for like the last 4 or 5 years. But it's 3 points. I'll take it. I never expected us to smoke them, so I'll take it.
Yeah, what are you saying, huh?
Yeah, I didn't. I thought United were okay. I just knew Fulham 100% should have taken their chance. Like you said, you're going to touch on United, I'm more touch on Fulham. But I just thought in the final third, if they would just get the pass right and send Adama Traore to the gym and leave him in the gym, don't bring him back to no football brain. I'm saying he's just a terrible football player. In my opinion. That might be too. I just think he's a terrible football player, and I just felt Fulham could have definitely. It could have been the headlines would be much different, innit, the next day. If Fulham just take 1 or 2 of those counter attacks, it could easily be just United all over again. It's another season and whatnot. So I thought the fine margins were very, very fine in that game. You know what I'm saying? But I thought United were okay. United weren't as bad as the Wolves game. But then again, on the flip side, I didn't see enough that made me think United are going to be really good this season. You know what I'm saying? So obviously with time, maybe more games.
Well, that was my view. It was like we're better. I wouldn't say good, but we're better.
But I didn't. So I thought it was an okay performance. Yeah. It was okay. And the Mazraoui, like you mentioned, Mazraoui had a solid home debut.
Cool. Yeah, and I thought as we started slow, as Ade said, with like first 5 minutes or so. But then I thought within like the 15-minute mark to the end of the first half, we just grabbed hold of the game, and that's probably one of the best moments I've seen us play football because we was winning the ball high up in the pitch as well, and we had a lot of the ball. It's hard. I've never really seen us have that much of the ball. Anyway, it might be Old Trafford. Yeah, I've never seen. So that was impressive for me. Second half was pretty much back to the same old thing that we've seen last season. I thought that from maybe 10-15 minutes mark to the end of the first half, we dominated the play. We created 3-4 chances that we could have possibly scored. And you said in terms of the Bruno chance, the build-up play to that, that's probably the best football I've seen we've put together in a long time. And it says a lot though, innit? It says a lot, but that does give me some sort of hope. But United, you know what we're like, so they like to kill your hope straight away. And they did really in the second half, because we come out in the second half. I don't know what it is. That substitution didn't really help us at first, and that's just the honest truth. It didn't help us. Because he took off Ahmad and Mason for, and he brought on Zirkzee and Garnacho. So that opened up the game a lot more. It opened up the game. Yeah, so that substitution didn't help us. He opened up the game, and Zirkzee never even touched the ball until he got his goal. The build-up, it all started when he got his goal, and then obviously he grew into the game after that. Because he hardly even got involved. So I think that substitution didn't help, but it did help because the two players that he brought on were the one that combined to score the goal.
That was a good finish.
And the finish was amazing. So look, it is the first game. I think what's important is just even not just so much for United, for him. It's for him he needed to start off well because you don't want to go into the Brighton game away from home with that pressure line. Then we got Liverpool as well, so I don't think he needed that. But just to quiet down the noise for a bit, I think that will help him get the boys back in training. You got everyone back now. Pretty much got your squad. The only thing we talk about what we feel like position that we still need to fill within the squad. But yeah, you pretty much got everyone you need. So you just need
1-0 clean sheet.
Clean sheet. You just take that. And yeah, it's first game of the season. I won't begrudge that, to be honest with you. I'll take that.
Keep my man in the gym, bro. See Martinez's interview after that?
Yeah. So
Lovely interview, bro.
now, I've never.
You don't really hear him speak.
Yeah, I was gonna say I've never really heard him speak, but I love that interview from him, honestly. Because initially I was thinking, is he gonna understand the question? Because the first question, he didn't really answer the first question properly. Because I didn't think he understood the question. But straight after that, it's everything you expect. I won't say everything you expect, but everything you want to hear from a
player playing in a top club. Because he took accountability and ownership I'm playing for a big club. We're gonna get criticised. You know what I'm saying? If I'm not playing well, that's fine, and we roll our sleeves up and we go again.
No, that's good, man.
Even when Gary brought up the Jamie Redknapp comment, it could easily take a dig at
Carragher. Yeah, because
Carragher.
That's when I stopped watching it when he came over.
He easily took a dig at Carragher, but no, he just took that on the chin. It's like, look, I understand. Like, I'm not as big as the ordinary centre back, but I play your heart, all them kind of things that I know what I'm here for. I relish the challenge, all them kind of things that you want to hear from him. No excuses. I love it. He didn't make one single excuse. I love it.
As soon as the interview was done, I said, give him the armband.
Not 100%. That's
I don't even want Bruno as captain anyway.
I don't think you want Bruno on the team.
I don't. Exactly. Well, you mentioned Ahmad. That boy.
He didn't play
I might slap him if I see him.
He was poor. He looked upset after the game though. He knew they had a bad game.
You know what? The truth is, he's better than Anthony. That one's not an issue. He's got good feet. But I need him to stay on his feet. Why is he always on the floor?
Yeah, he's another one he's against at the gym.
Bro, I'll be embarrassed. I can't spend that much time.
He didn't have a good game. He didn't have a good game. Him or Mason. That Mason, I'm going to say, that Mason one's not going to work for you, lot. That signing is just not. I don't see how he fits into what United are transitioning to do.
I think Ten Hag bought him as a player that he admires and he likes, rather than I have a team and a philosophy and he fits in here. And I think that's where the issue is. So you've got to play.
Don't you think that he wanted to fit it in with a 6 and Fernandes and Mount as 2 8s?
I'm not sure.
And then realizing that, oh shit, no, they can't work.
It doesn't work. Yeah. I'm not sure. I can't even say for him that that's what he wanted to do. Because
I just don't see how that works.
Because I knew he liked Mount from time. It's just whether or not it was a good buy.
Yeah, let's just go into the Arsenal game, man. What your first game of the season? Obviously, there's a lot of noise from your fan base as always. What were you saying?
Nah, good man. Good. Let's get this title surge on the road. Performance-wise, it was alright. Wasn't probably what I expected, to be fair. Choppy, stop-start. Obviously, pre-season is not the easiest anyway. You've got players all over the place, not really getting minutes, so they're probably finding their feet in these first couple of games, isn't it? It's just for us, we got the hardest start in it out of all the top teams in it, so we have to find our feet quick. Because we're going away to Villa, away to Spurs. And
yours harder than City?
Yeah, because we're going away to all those 3 in the first 5.
Okay.
So we're going away to Villa, Spurs, and City, I think. So for us, the only difference is, if you're trying to find your feet, you kind of want to find your feet.
Yeah, just give me the easy people.
Yeah. So we got Wolves out the way, but then it's straight Villa next week. So I thought performance-wise it was all right. Man, just need the 3 points anyway. Like, first game of the season, get the 3 points, Emirates. Obviously good to get Havertz on, because obviously the big talking point around the whole summer is you need a striker.
Yeah.
Havertz is still doing the business. He's basically telling you that the back end of last season wasn't a fluke. Feed me, I'm going to score in it. It was a lovely goal. Saka was the one I was worried about, because Saka normally needs a couple games to get up to speed, but he looked fine that game. Obviously we've got to get Timber minutes as well when he come off the bench. I was probably thinking he was going to get Calafiori on, but I guess that's why I said for us, Timber's like a new signing, isn't it?
Yeah.
Well, not like he is a new signing.
He is a
He
new
played like
signing,
a couple
yeah.
minutes in the first season, so that was good. And play wise it was all right. It wasn't the fluid, but to be expected, isn't it? And whatnot. But everyone looks okay. And Saliba's probably the shakiest, to be fair. But once again, he's had a big summer in it, played all the minutes for France and whatnot. I'm trying to think who else. Zinni was his normal self. Ryan made a couple good saves, but that's the other signing that we made as well, making him permanent. Obviously, Rambo's got to pack his bags, find somewhere to go. I love you, Rambo, but there's nothing I can do with you now, innit, bro? If you want to sit on the bench, man, I'm happy to have two number ones that are cold, innit?
Money as well.
Yeah, but then I don't see like the slowness in the transfer market. I don't know if that's across the board, but for us, it just seems mad slow. Like we can't offload players, we can't get no one in.
People aren't reckless.
Yeah, because obviously Rambo, we all know he's got to find a club, innit? Yeah. You can't sit on the bench, innit? And then you're talking about Eddie and Ketia, that's taking forever. I'm not Eddie's
demands, bro.
Yeah, but I'm not Eddie's got to go type of fan. If we don't get no, I'm happy to keep Eddie for another season. I know he has to go. So I'm all right with that. Obviously, we want Reece out as well. So transfer's a bit slow. But in terms of performance was okay. 3 points was good. And then let's just go to Villa and avenge the loss. Well, they're the team that pretty much stopped us from winning the league last season, isn't it? The only team that we didn't beat, in the league.
Yeah, let's just go into our top four first. Have you guys got, what's your top four this season?
In no particular order.
No, in order. In order.
Obviously, I'm saying we're gonna win it, innit? Like, I'm saying we're gonna win it. Man's not letting City do 5 in a row. They're not. This is not the.
You guys are not going to.
Yeah, well, this is not the German
by
league.
choice.
This is not the German league. No, this
you
is,
guys have chosen not to allow them.
Remember, heart and head, innit?
Okay, fair.
My heart, Arsenal's winning it. My head is telling me that man ain't won it in 20-something years, bro.
I was about
City
to say.
have won like 6 out of the last 7. And Pep just said the other day, don't really care about the league until like the end. You know what I'm saying? So I'm hoping that cockiness, it's not really cockiness, he's telling the truth, innit?
Casual.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm saying us to win it, obviously City to come second. Liverpool's not gonna fall away, innit? Like they got lovely football players over there, man. The manager's gonna keep them on side. And then fourth, I'm saying my fourth keeps going back and forth. But I'm gonna go with Newcastle. I'm gonna say Newcastle get back in there. I want to put Villa, but I just think the Champions League with that, I got to see how they fare with that, innit? They are the 4th best team, but I'm gonna say Newcastle. Newcastle ain't got Europe, innit?
Yeah, they ain't got Europe.
Yeah, no Europe. And no injuries. I think they can make a clear run for it.
What are you saying, Annie?
Yeah, my thought process is exactly the same. That's why I just said F. So actually, apart from the madness he said at the start, City first.
You thought we was gonna win it last year, but you don't know we're gonna win it this year.
Because common sense has hit my head. Last year I was a bit drunk. Now I know you guys are just failures.
So we got to go perfect again.
I got it.
But I'm just not saying we're not gonna win it. So I'm saying we're winning it. Yeah.
So common sense, City. I'll give Arsenal, Liverpool, then I think Newcastle as well. Yeah, they've been small.
Yeah, mine's exactly the same thing as I do. Same. So we pretty much all got the same.
You think Newcastle are going to finish top 4?
You think Newcastle going to make top 4 as well?
Yeah.
Last season when we called Newcastle for top 4, you said they weren't. What do you think's changed?
They don't got no European football. They ain't got nothing. So the reason why they made top 4 the other season is because they don't have no European football, and not only because of that. Now we actually know they got top players now.
Yeah, they're bored.
Probably got the best striker in the league. Obviously,
I think so.
Haaland's automatically the best striker in the league because of the goals.
The best striker in the league.
But Isak is the best striker in the league, and they got Bruno, which is one of the best central midfielder in the league as well.
He's coming back.
Then you got Gordon, and then if there was to obviously get Thingy, the defender, I just think and what they proved last season is, despite all the injuries,
they still made a surge,
and they were just unfortunate not to.
They just ran out of games.
Yeah, they just ran out of games.
Delaney's back.
Yeah, so
end of this month.
Yeah, so I'm definitely going for Newcastle for 4th. Don't get me wrong, I still think it will be close between like the Newcastle, the Villa, United, Chelsea, and Spurs. I don't think there's going to be much in between all those teams.
That's 5 teams going for top 4. Right?
Yeah. But I think the top 3 cemented. I just don't see, unless if the manager wants to be crazy, Arne Slot wants to be crazy. I don't see Liverpool falling off anywhere. I don't think they'll compete with you guys, but I think what they'll do is just cement their 3rd place. And I think for him personally, to have a quiet season without not much pressure on you, just cement that third place, and the following season push on from there because they're not really. It's not as if you're bringing players in, so no one's going to expect much. From you. No one's going to
because they haven't done nothing.
No one's going to expect you to win the league, but
they got a good squad.
Exactly. Well, your squad is good enough to get this.
And I think they got good enough to finish second. They can finish above us this season.
So I think they'll finish third. But and in terms of City, I think City will win it. I don't probably might not still be much in it, but.
Yeah, they might take it easy this year.
I think Arsenal
take it easy and they'll lose to us. Okay?
No, they'll still beat you. Even with
don't be cheeky.
Because I don't think if you like just looking at the tally last season, So what, they got 89 points. They won the league with 89. Was it 89 they won it with?
Yeah.
And what did you get last season?
What did we finish on? 86? No, I think it was only a point or two in it. You know?
No, wasn't it more?
No. The season before was like 5 or something.
Sorry, they won it with 91. You got 80.
We got 80.
You got 89.
89,
so they won it with 2.
Yeah, 2 points.
The season before I think was 5 or something. 5 or 6.
You guys
so the only whenever he hasn't won the league, there's 2 times he's been at 8 season. He hasn't won the league twice, right?
Yeah.
Whenever he hasn't won the league, first season got 78 points, but that was his first season.
That was his first season, yeah. And then
Second
Liverpool
season,
won.
When Liverpool won it, he got 81 points. So those are his like lowest points. But whenever he's won the league, he's got
that man plus
nothing.
100, bro.
Whenever he's won the league, they've got nothing less than 86. So that was just 3 more than
Yeah.
than you guys. And if you think last season wasn't their best season and they got 91, how are you gonna like? I'm just struggling to see how. And to be fair, you're defensively done better than them.
Yeah.
No,
They've only scored 5-6 goals more than you.
Yeah.
So now we're looking at the
fine margins.
The fine margins.
Yeah.
And what have you done to address that fine margins? What you've done is reinforce that. Okay, cool. We're still going to get the better defensive record, which you've done. But what have you done with the fine margins when you need a goal? I'm not saying the players you got up front are not good enough.
Yeah.
I'm not saying they're not good enough, but it's clearly hasn't been good enough. And so it's just it's. I know might not be much, but it is the fine margins. It is the fine margins. So sometimes
the Villa game. If we say the Villa games was what tipped the scales, they scored in the Villa game, but they conceded 2. So the question, what was it? What was the score?
2-0.
Yeah, we lost home and away with that.
You scored.
Yeah, it's got 2.
You know that as well. Stop being cheeky. That's number 2. Stop being cheeky. I'm cut you off this camera now, bro.
And the thing with that Villa game, they dominated the game.
Dominated the first half.
Like
we should have been 2-3 outside.
Should be up, and they didn't score those goals.
You see the margin you're talking about.
So
that's the fine margin.
that's what I'm saying. That's the fine margin. So it's like it's not your squad. So going into those games, what would change it for them? Is it the experience that's going to change it?
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
Or is there someone like that you can put in there to change it? Because if you go over like the years of of the Premier League, where you've had where people I remember when we lost the league to goal difference to
City. Yeah.
Following season, what did he do? Van Persie.
Yeah.
20-something goals.
Facts.
They lost to Aguero wasn't fit enough. They just weren't getting enough goals. What did they do? Haaland, straight league. So it's just all. I'm not saying like you would. I think it'll still be very close.
Yeah, it's gonna be close.
But I just don't think
You told me saying you're not winning.
I don't think.
Justify that.
I just don't think you win it. It's just those fine margins, and I just don't think you've addressed it. And that's my only thing.
Mine is just the 5 margins is so we lost 5, they lost 3 games, isn't it? Now, if we flip it on its head and say this season, the message has to be we got undefeated at home. So we don't lose to West Ham. Because we lost to West Ham at home. Yeah. And we don't lose to Villa at home. So we don't lose. If the least we take is a draw. So we avert those 2. That goes from 0 points to now that's 4 points. So you beat West Ham. You could draw at home to Villa. Villa's a good side. That's 4 extra points you get. And you could lose the other, so that's 2. The other 3 games you expect to lose a couple games in the season. But Man City have told you can't lose nothing more than 3 games in the league. If you lose more than that, and so that's what I'm saying. So the 5 margins are that. So do what we done last season, which is pretty much be perfect in the second half, which is one at 19 games, we won 17, drew 1, lost 1. Being better than that would be have to be perfect. So the point I'm making is that, like you said as well, it's 5 margins, and I don't think we needed to go and. Some people might say I'm chatting shit that we had to go and get someone to address it. But I'm saying if I've got Martinelli there who didn't have a season last season for me, and now I tell him, you got 15 the year before. I need you to go do that number again. And Jesus, if you're injury free this season, then you have to chip in as well with the rest of the boys. So Kai's going to do 13, 14, 15. B's going to do 13, 14, 15. Odegaard done 8 last season. Odegaard gives me a couple more, he does double digits. The front 6 plus Trossard, all you guys got to do double digits. It's that simple. Wherever you play 70 minutes, there's 50 games in a season. We're going to play Champions League, the league, 38 in the league, yeah? And then you're asking Rice to chip in. Rice got like 7 goals last season. The defenders are going to chip in and whatnot. So we're going to get the goals.
Yeah.
We're going to get the goals. It's just about in those games, those little games with like Villa and Fulham and West Ham, concentration levels have to be at all-time high to not lose those games. And if we draw, we draw. But you can't lose home games for me. Yeah. I just think this season, Emirates has to be, we don't lose at all at home this season.
That was going to be my question for you. So is, how do you get over the line? So that for you to get over the line is, you need a clean record at the Emirates.
Yeah. That's it, yeah. And like I said, players that didn't turn up, and I'm looking at Martinelli heavily, because fair enough, Trossard stepped up, but I need both of them to be doing that.
Clean records at the Emirates, and you got to maintain what you did away from home.
Because
what you did away from home last season is a madness.
Yeah.
And it's also you have to
so everything has to go up. So it's not.
Have to go. You can't.
That's the only thing we can
87 points is going to win the league, so it has to be.
So
if we was playing against another team that we could win the league high 70s, low 80s, then fair enough, you could say that.
Yeah.
But man has to go do 87, 88, 89 points.
Do you think Man City does more than 91 or does less than 91 this season?
I'm just hoping that they do 65. I don't think they do much better. I don't think they do much better.
You don't think? So there will be among, let's say, because I said, every time he's won the league, it's been nothing less than 86.
Yeah.
So your hoping is between the 86. So his hoping is if he doesn't do less than 86, even if he does 86, you got to still be at least at 89 that you were last season.
We just need other teams to do us a fucking favour and beat them, bro.
You got to do your own. Well, you can beat them yourself, though.
We done that. I'm saying that's not enough. So you see that argument that you have to go and beat them. But we didn't lose to Man City. We didn't lose none of the big games last season. I still didn't win the league. So I'm saying that there's other teams. There's 19 other teams and 18 other teams in the league. You can beat City. Thank you. Or you can take a point off them. We did what we could do with them. We beat them at home and we drew away.
Yeah, but you didn't do what you needed to do with
the issue with those other teams.
If you had beaten Villa.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. We were just already. Yeah, we're just already. Yeah,
just going back to City, the issue with those other teams that you're saying that can beat them, they're not going to win the league. So it's like, I don't know at what point they're facing City. Some might not. Some were facing City in a bad state.
Yeah, because Palace can't be the only team that be beating them.
I still think, obviously at the time, the argument might not be valid. You would have gone to City away and got a point. At that moment in time, it would have been great. Like, that point would have been great. But I do think that now looking back at it, the argument of you guys could have done it yourself at that point as well.
Yeah, but I'm never going to sneeze at a point away at Etihad though. Never.
Even when we was
going back and forth with you lot for the league. If I go away to Old Trafford and I get
I hear what you're saying. But you was beating us at Old Trafford though. You was, but I'm saying, but then you look back a lot of that memory. There's so many times you got to Old Trafford, you won the league there. And those are the defining moments at times.
The Overmars one and the Wiltord one.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But those are defining moments, though, and that's my point. I hear what you're saying.
I see how going away from home has to be. You have to win that game.
But then what I'm saying. But those are the. We're talking about margins, though, right? Obviously, you're speaking about Villa one. You're speaking about the Villa game, but you can easily say the same thing about the Man City game as well.
Okay, who's the two teams that have been going back and forth for the league before
it don't matter, bro.
Man City and Liverpool, yeah.
If you want to win, you have to be the best.
The Pep goes to Anfield and win a game though.
But then, okay, I'll give you an example. When the season,
by the way,
sorry, when it was the season before, when it needed to be you home and away, they did it.
Who?
City.
Yeah, it can happen though. They can beat us.
And that's my point. That's what I'm saying.
Those
are the margins.
My season isn't defined on if we beat Man City away from
home. Well, if it means it does, if it means that you're not going to win the league because of it, it does.
Yeah, but I'm not saying that. So my thing isn't we have to beat them home and away.
No, at that time, but I'm saying at that time when you know what the margins are. It's not as if it's not saying when the margins. But that's what I'm saying. I don't think you. Holistically, you look at the game. You didn't go for the game as if you wanted to win the game. You was more than happy to
take the
back
point. Yeah,
get the point. Yeah. But what I'm saying, at that time, knowing where the league was at, we look at the Villa game. You went for the Villa game, right? Mm-hmm. They still beat you. So why not go to City, open up the game? You have more than enough quality to catch them on the counter attack.
We could end up losing and get battered.
Is my point. At least you gone there
and take nothing.
At the end of you took nothing out, then you still didn't win the league.
I'm never gonna whether it's this season, next season, 50. If it's Man City away or Anfield.
Yeah.
If you give me a point, I'm gonna take a point. Can we win the game? Yes. Do you want to win the game? Yes. But if we're gonna take a point and beat them at home, which is what we've done to Liverpool, beat them at home and took a point. We beat City at home and took a point. We're gonna take that all day long.
No chicken, take it one point.
But I say those are the margins, isn't it? Are we talking about margins?
Yeah, but I'm just saying those
I
two
get,
games
no,
in
I get what you're saying.
isolation don't define a season. That's what I'm saying. Those 2 games in isolation.
Which one? City game?
Yeah, playing City home or away, or just playing them away.
But the Villa game defined the season.
There's 37 other games.
So what I'm saying, why the Villa game defined the season? It's still around the same time though.
We should be beating Villa.
Because you still didn't beat Villa away as well.
I know, but we should be beating Villa at home though.
So Villa took 6 points away from you. Yeah, and so those are saying
you guys should just cuckoo fight. Just cuckoo fight.
Anyway, I get what you're saying, but because some fans will look at it and think that is a defining moment. Like we go there, we beat them, we win the league. It's as simple as that.
Okay, so what if we beat them this season? How many don't win the league?
Let that happen first then. But that hasn't happened. You beat them over and away and see whether you win the league or not.
We'll see.
We'll see what. Yeah, beat them over and away.
I've watched this league and I ain't seen Pep go to Anfield. He's won the league 6 times.
But they
I
didn't
can count
have
how
to.
many times
But they
he's gone
didn't
there.
have to.
That's what I'm saying.
But then when they needed to, they did it. That's my
So you're
point.
saying that they only needed to do that one season. So the other
No, when they needed to, but they won it though. Yeah, they won it because they beat Liverpool. Yeah, I mean they were on top anyway. So when I'm saying when they were behind against you, they had to. So a lot of times when Liverpool are chasing them, do you know what I'm saying? I'm saying when they were behind, they were chasing you. They had to. So and that's my point.
We played them last season. We was ahead of them, innit?
But I had games in hand. That had games in hand. That had games in hand.
Games in hand.
Yeah. So, but that's my point. I'm trying to make. What did they have to go and win? Because if you have to go and win a game, I don't think it's wise that you go in there and just take a point. But what you're now doing is okay. Cool. We're gonna take that off you. Let someone else try and take. We're not gonna hope for someone else. Why not take it into your own hands?
We're taking 4 points out of 6, bro.
I get that. I'm saying
Man, taking 4 points out of 6
at the
against Man
moment.
City.
All right, look, we're just gonna back up. But at the moment, bro.
Can you take 3 points off them, bro? Can you beat them? But that's
We're taking 3 points off. We're taking 3 points off them. We're taking 3 points off them.
If you had beaten them, can we beat
fuck
them?
that.
Can we beat them?
We're taking 3 them off before that.
Top trophy.
Forget man.
Shows that we need them.
Do that league. Don't get 6 or 5.
I'm just saying.
Don't get smacked this season, okay? You got new players. Your man didn't give them a contract. Beat them, okay?
I'm just still saying we have trophy. You're saying you can't beat.
You got FA Cup. We got FA Cup. I don't know what you're saying.
Last season.
My manager's got your manager's got FA Cup. My manager's got FA Cup. One doesn't outweigh the other.
Okay, I thought we were talking about last season. Sorry, I thought we were talking about last season.
No, I thought we were talking about
football in life.
Just
in life since 1902 or something.
Just in general.
Okay.
Football podcast. It's not just a 2024-25 podcast.
Okay.
All right, cool. Anyway, look.
Yeah, I'm upsetting. Yeah, I'm upsetting.
No, I'm not even trying to I'm not disapproving of what you're saying. I get what you're saying. I'm just saying, obviously, now that it's happened, at the time and moment, yes, I can get it. But in hindsight, when you're looking at the margins, we're just discussing the margins now. That's one of the games.
Yeah. But we're getting away to them in what? In like 3-4 weeks' time, bro. I'm telling you right now. Man, take a point, bro. I'm telling you right now.
I think that's it, bro. That obviously, I know you've got a quiz for us.
Got a quiz time. Yeah, so this season we're going to be doing a quiz.
Let me see if I can look over.
10 questions. Obviously, when it's just us three, man, it's just going to be the two of you guys. When we've got a guest in, it's going to be you two and the guest. End of the season, the guest that has the most points is going to get £50 cash.
Hey,
Plus,
did you consult us in this? Because I don't know if
I'm making a call. £50 cash. And we're going to put another £50 towards charity that they can choose.
Yeah, I don't mind the charity.
Yeah,
I don't know about
£50 towards charity. Yeah. Obviously, if there's a tie, we'll just pick a name out the hat. But my name will be in the hat as well. So
Rob, we haven't forgotten you. I know you won it last season, Rob. So don't worry, we'll sort something out for you.
We'll sort something out for you. So starting off the season, I'm gonna make it nice and easy. Beginning of season, so obviously it's gonna be a quiz mostly of firsts. But it's nice and easy.
What do you mean?
No, not your grinder first type of stuff. So first in Premier League and a couple of Community Shield stuff in there. So it's just going to be nice and
care about the Community Shield, bro.
I mean,
but it's a game.
it's about the first Premier League.
Oh, it's about the game.
No, not this week, but first in the Premier League.
All right, cool. Let's just play it anyway. Man.
So we'll play. So I'm gonna ask all 10 questions, and then we'll go for it after. No. So write your nonsense straight away.
Okay.
And then we'll go through the answers after.
If I can't spell or don't.
No. So to clarify, I know you guys struggle with English. So.
Nah, bro. What are you talking about? I got an A, bro. I'm in GCSE.
So, okay,
I got an A in English lit in GCSE and a B in English language, bro.
But think about it. If I say Tommy specific, let me say everyone. So it's not. So I'm not pointing
Talk
him
to
out.
Tommy, bro. What's me, bro?
You're not a team player, bro.
Let's go.
But I don't like when you said we're not good at English, bro.
Spelling is fine.
Okay.
As long as it has the letters, a few of the letters were cool. Alright, it's gonna be easy.
So at least a couple. This way of like 1 O.
Yeah.
Alright, cool.
As long as, yeah. Alright, so who won the first Premier League title? Who scored the first Premier League goal? After Wenger was appointed Arsenal manager, who was his first signing for Arsenal?
His first signing.
Yeah, once he was appointed as Arsenal manager.
I think I got that one.
Right, I'm moving on now. Who scored the first Premier League hat-trick?
Ever
In the Premier League era. Okay, so on their debut, who scored the fastest goal on their debut, basically? On their debut, who scored the fastest Premier League goal?
That question's a myth.
Premier League.
Yeah. So on their debut, who scored the fastest goal in their career at that team?
I've only got one right, bro.
But I said I've started easy, but I think I've written question mark on everything.
So who was the first Nigerian to play in the Premier League?
First Nigerian playing in the Premier League.
Who's that?
First. I'm gonna say my man. I don't think it's him, but I'm gonna say him. Yeah.
Who has won the most community shields / charity shields? Alright, cool. So in 1998, Arsenal beat United 3-0 in the charity shield. Goal scorers were Anelka, Overmars, and which other player? In the first season of the Premier League, who was the top goal scorer?
First season.
First season.
Bro, this
So that's 92.
You're taking a piss.
No, it's easy.
92. I'll just say my man again, bro.
And the last one was, who was the first foreign manager to win the Premier League?
They're saying foreign though, like, are you counting like
Outside of the UK and Ireland,
Yeah.
it's fair.
I think I got one right.
All right, you guys done, yeah? All right, flip your boards.
Yeah, I got one right.
So who won the first Premier League?
Man United.
Man United, yep, you're both right.
Okay.
Who scored the first Premier League goal?
A white guy.
Wrong. And even, you said a whole race and you're still wrong.
Yeah, that's it.
Cool.
I just said Andy Cole.
No. It was Brian Dean against Manchester United.
Oh, it was a black guy?
Yeah.
So if I put a black guy, I would have got it right? Half a point.
No. You've got zero marks, but it'd be a bit more respectable.
Oh, okay.
So that's 0 for both of you. Who was Wenger's first signing after he was
Vieira.
appointed? No.
What's Patrick Vieira?
That's a Vieira as well.
So no, for both. He actually joined Arsenal.
was it, Jules Grimandi or
like
something?
a few weeks before. It was Anelka.
Damn.
Yeah. He actually joined
Vieira joined
Arsenal like a few weeks before.
Okay.
So I think they knew he was coming, sent him across. Who scored the first Premier League hat-trick?
Alan Shearer.
Nope.
That's it, Andy Cole.
No, Eric Cantona.
Oh, you know what? Oh my goodness. I was actually.
I told you I got one, right?
The first, who scored the fastest goal on their Premier League debut?
I said, no idea.
That's correct. You have no idea. You two have no idea. Odson Edward, 28 seconds.
He's gonna get that. What's the matter with you, bro?
This was like 2 seasons ago, bro.
I ain't thinking about them bum-ass players, bro.
Who was the first Nigerian to play in the Premier League?
Babayaro.
No.
I went the same thing, but by now.
Effeni Koku.
I think just trying to embarrass. I don't worry, you're doing the quiz next week. I got questions for you, sir. Look at my thing, bro. I'm on a football podcast. Acts like I don't know football.
Who was one of the most community shields, charity shields?
United.
Man United. Yeah, passing now.
So basically, it's just the two. There's Man United.
I'm hoping you get the last one as well. But 98 community shield, Arsenal beat United 3-0. Overmars and Elka scored. Who was the last person?
I put Patrick Vieira.
Christopher Ware.
Yeah, no way. Yeah.
I should have known you were just putting black people on this thing.
Top goal scorer in the first Premier League season.
Alan Shearer.
I put Alan Shearer.
Teddy Sheringham.
Last one's got to be right, bro.
First foreign manager to win the Premier League. Correct.
Yeah, just got three.
Three. Oh, it's a tie. It's a good start. It's a good start. So, next week I'm going to make it easier.
No. I know what you're doing the next week. I'm gonna do it.
I'm the quiz master.
No. You're gonna do this. You're gonna do this. Bro. Man said who scored the fast. You know the question, Tommy. Yeah. The question wasn't even making sense. Bro. Who scored the fastest goal in there?
Those guys are tuned in. Obviously, feel free to tune in with us every week. Get your pad, get your piece of paper, and try and see if you can beat these guys. Won't be hard.
I should have got that number. Won't be hard. Yeah. I mean, Vieira came around the same time.
I did it specifically because it was a tricky thing.
Yeah, I know them.
They sent Vieira quickly. Yeah. They sent him 2 players before he started.
I want if anyone did get more than 3, let us know.
Yeah, drop your answers in. Let us know how much you got.
Let us know how much you got.
I'm better than that, guys. First, I'm rusty. No pre-season. I'm a bit rusty though. Give me a couple more weeks.
Man wrote a white guy. A whole white guy.
I almost got it right though. Because if I changed this to black, I would have got half a point.
All right, cool. Look, first episode back. Just going to run through what I said at the beginning. So we are sponsored by Toks Haynes, the perfume. So go on his website, toksaynes.co.uk. Use the code Red Divided, all in caps, to get 10% off. What else have we got? What else did I say? So we are running a competition, giving away free PlayStation or the value of a PlayStation 5. We're going to confirm how many subscribers we need by the end of the season before we give that away. We'll let you know by next week or the week after.
That is giving money away for charity.
That is giving money away to charity. And it's also giving one of our viewers money as well. Ah, you have money, oh. You have money.
I didn't go to DR. I've got
It's true. Yeah. And lastly, what was it? So, our fantasy football, we are going to give the winner free Toks perfume as well. Quickly, before we jump off, fantasy football, free tip for next week. My only free tip next week is just make Haaland captain. What's yours?
Triple captain.
Sell and cuckoo if you have him.
Well, yeah.
If you have him.
He didn't play. Did he play 60 minutes today?
Bro, he came out at like 57 minutes, bro.
It's well. You know what? I just changed him. I changed him last minute, because I thought, let me leave some money on the bench. So I sold him for Paqueta last minute.
Paqueta was how much though? 7?
6 or 6.5? 6 million, bro. 6 million. So yeah, I bought Paqueta instead because it was 6. He didn't know, but so are you gonna sell him before next week?
That guy, I was about to say something, but that guy is staying in my team, bro. He don't do minutes.
All right, cool. Thanks for
jump off my top 3. This is how we're ending the segments before it. So it's gonna be like thought provoking as well. But it's the first week, so I'll make it easy. But remember, I did say I'm gonna be asking everyone what their top 3s are. I had something else in mind because we're just jumping off. So I'm just quickly gonna make it easy for you guys. Your top 3 United players of all time, are they?
Andrew Cole.
Top 3. English is not your strong point. Once again, just proving it.
No, you said what? You said top 3.
Yeah, which is top 3?
I said 1. Will I not say another one? Oh, you didn't tell me I couldn't pause.
Was it Andy Cole and then comma?
Yeah, I have to take my time. Andy Cole, Erik Cantona. Ooh. I'm not sure, you know. I have to think about the last one, you know.
Yeah,
I'll give maybe Rio.
Thank you.
Rio.
Give me a top 3.
So
I'll be quick.
Paul Scholes, Rio. You know what? I'll just go for Keen for like third option. Yeah.
So you guys ain't got no one that match. Cause that's good though. Wait, did you say Rio in your 3?
Yeah.
Cross is over. Lovely jubbly. Yeah. It's not all gonna be football related, by the way, guys. I'm gonna be throwing out different stuff just to see how your mind works and stuff. So
cool. All right, look, thanks people. Thanks for listening. Please make sure you subscribe to the channel, share this with friends and family, and don't forget to make sure you comment. We'll be responding back to all your comments, as I said, as promised. So please, we need a lot of engagement this season, and we'll be back next week. We out.
Please use deodorant.
Cool. We out.